Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Oh shit, they shouldn't have lost. Yeah, they shouldn't have lost. Hey, gonna fit in right well. What? 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 Then Bruce Pearl. Hmm. I'm pretty. Is it not locked in? I thought it was already locked in. Like I thought it was like signed, sealed, delivered. Mark Pope is the head coach of Kentucky. That's fair. That is very fair. Uh, I'm looking right now, and I yeah. Uh, so from what I'm seeing, like CBS Sports is what Mark Pope's hiring means for Kentucky, all that stuff. By the way, former player at Kentucky makes a lot more sense now. I didn't even think about the former player aspect of it. Because before that, I mean, that honestly is going to derail my whole point I was just about to make. I was just about to say it's like they were wanting to go for like I felt like a home run hire after Calipari because of what's been happening lately. Because we wanted to go for a bit of a bigger name again. You didn't want to end up with a small name, and then I was going to say they end up with a small name, but it's a former student athlete. So maybe I me being a former student athlete, getting hired on at their alma mater person, like I love that shit. I think it's truly, truly awesome. So I don't know. I just think it's weird. I don't they bring up all these names. Like I read this list of all these names yesterday, and literally 2 hours later, it's, hey, we're hiring Mark Pope. It's like, oh, I don't think he was on the list. So it makes you wonder. I was about to say, it makes you wonder if they're just like, I was about to say, if they're just settling for the jump shot, or if they're just truly, if they're truly just, no, it just makes you wonder if they're truly settling, or if it also makes you wonder, like, why does nobody want this Kentucky job? It goes both ways, but yeah, I don't really have like too big of a. It's nothing. I don't think it's like the worst hire in the world I've ever seen, but it's one of those hires where I'm like, I definitely don't have any. I don't think it's going to be like the best. It's not a needle mover for sure. Let's just say it that put it that way. Best way. That's what I. That's kind of what. Yeah. Hey, we they got the money. There's yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I think I already saw or heard that like a good amount of them are already like, oh, we'll just follow Cal to Arizona or sorry, Arkansas then. So that's gonna be concerning is he's gonna lose a few bit of those. On the flip end though, he might be able to get some of those BYU boys at Kentucky. No, something I did see 5 years, 5 point. Yeah. That's why I looked it up. I'm like, oh my God, they should have won that game. Like I forgot that was the 20-point comeback. I think I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. That was one of the games where literally you can't. Are you sure? Oh, I thought it was maybe that wasn't the comeback game then. I can't remember. Thing very clear. I could have sworn that was a game where literally looked like BYU was gonna win, and then somehow they let up just a little bit of a run and then ended up losing. But maybe I'm thinking of Dayton. I might have been thinking of the Dayton game instead. Actually, the more that I think about it, so I think you were right. I do remember you saying BYU minus 2.5, and then I think like now I remember, yeah, about like 45 minutes later, you text me. It's like, man, I wish I didn't say shit. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's tough. By the way, to yeah, no, I now that game's coming a little bit more clear to me now that I remember it. Just to finish this point with Mark Pope, 5 years, $5.5 million. That's what they offered him. Cal's salary was $8.5 million. So right away, it's a step down. Right away, without even question. Which I mean, Cal hasn't been the same since 2015 there. So I mean, like at least for him, he gets to leave with some grades moving on to Arkansas. So hopefully, I mean, it's like his I'm talking about his I'm talking about from like the Kentucky end of it, like him leaving now instead of them firing him. Like there's grace probably wasn't the best word. I can't think of the word, the best word. I'm trying to legacy. I was trying to think of legacy. His legacy isn't completely corrupted now in Kentucky since he left instead of getting fired. Because if he gets fired, especially with the way that thing ended, boy. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not like I said. I don't think this is the worst move I've ever seen because I'm always a big fan for hiring the alma mater people because they at least know what it takes to be at that school. So at least Mark Pope knows what he's getting into. The question is he ready for what he's getting into, and does he fully know what he's getting into? Because I'm sure he has an idea. Hey, they could have hired Juwan Howard, so this is for sure an upgrade. AD, you mean the players? The players would have been like, "Nah, we'll just run our own team." Nah, but shout out to him though. Like I said, I'm a big fan of alma mater moves. Also, since I'm assuming you're looking something up, shout out to my girl Sydney, who got the internship tag taken off at SXU. Former collegiate SXU basketball player that is now officially their full time head coach. Shout out because our women's team's good as shit. So for real, shout out to her. All right, I saw you sitting there looking down. I'm like, all right, we're gonna need like a 30-second ad. So this 30-second shout out is brought to you by Verizon. I'm just kidding. Man, it's not fucking Verizon. Now I won't lie. There's some people that literally just blow up the FIFA stuff. It's like, my god. Between oh yeah, Rex Trapman just blows up his ex. Shout out to Rex. Is Rex Chapman a former Kentucky guy? I thought so. Yeah, the boy Richard, the boy Dick Pitino. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm at least gonna give him a shot. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter to us. I'll give real question, real quick for you. Do you think one? Do you think they keep up the one and done now? And two, I was about to say, do you think this is a? I don't. I was about to say, I don't necessarily think this is a total step down either, just because of Cal's success in like the tournament. If Cal would have made it to like a few more Final Fours recently, then I would say, oh, this is a major step down. With but the flameouts they've had recently, I almost feel like this might be better because instead of getting one and done potentially, maybe you get guys to stay 2 years, and then you get the extra year of insurance. 2015 was the only year. Yeah, we could say that too. Nope. Um, and then they go to the G League and get screwed. And Kolek not? I thought he used some shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. Yeah, no. It COVID. Well, I was about to say COVID was the nail in the coffin for that. The second they gave everybody extra years of eligibility too, all of a sudden that delayed it back even more. So now it's like, yeah, we're just now to the point where maybe an all freshman team could do good. But yet again, we need more NBA talent. Another thing I want to add on to that, I think AAU. This is we can get into this discussion on a different day. This could be like a whole podcast in itself. I think AAU is destroying basketball. We're finally seeing the effects of it because all these NBA ready guys do not have nearly what it takes to be. They got the NBA skills. They got the NBA talent. They don't got the NBA base level shit that is killing them. Like, oh my god, I shout out my boy Ryan Rossello. I can't tell you how many times I listen to this guy saying like these kids come in and just don't know how to pass to the post. Like you watch it, like they can't complete a simple pass to a post up big. And I understand like we don't do it all the time. Well, all of a sudden you get somebody like Victor Wembanyama on your team, and you got four guys on the court who just don't know how to get him the ball because they're just like, all I know how to do is dribble, 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 pull up, or dribble, 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 kick to three, dribble, 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 step back. Yeah, it's like I just think that, and a lot of people made this point. I'm not the only one to make this point. I think that as a whole, you see it overseas. Overseas, what do they do? Less games, more practice. What do we do over here? More games, less practice. Oh, I mean, it's literally as simple. It's as simple as putting salt on your spaghetti. You just got. I mean, you got to practice, man. It's that simple. And all these kids are they practicing the right way too? That's another question that we need to add. It's just an absolute mess. And what happens is we see kids like Tyler Kolek, who I love, absolutely love. Does he have a right hand? I don't know. You could spend all year developing it. Yes, I mean, and just one more thing to add, like it's insane the difference you can get in your body. Like just for me, for example, for me, my freshman year to my senior year, holy shit, I went from 255, 255 of being just like a bigger guy to I went to full on strength 225, 230, and I was actually like the strongest I've ever been, built I've ever been. 4 years of a strength program. I mean, people don't underestimate the state strength programs, especially in college basketball. I mean, you saw it with UConn. I would say UConn probably was the best conditioned team, and then Purdue was probably slightly right there behind them. And what do you notice? Teams that practice, I would say, really well, do the right things right. Teams that hit the weight room and everything. And holy shit, these teams brought players back. Unbelievable. Yes. And have fun in college. Nope. I'm saying he's mentally destroyed. I mean, Draymond Green killed him. I mean, that one was a little bit different than Homeboys, but I mean, he had an attitude. He came in with a bit of an attitude. You got to wonder, like, hey, that mental side of it. If he stays an extra year or two in college, but to be fair, in Jordan Poole's case, he was with Juwan Howard, so I understand that. Was he not? I thought he was I thought he had 1 year of Juwan. Okay, then never mind. Then I was wrong. Yep. Yeah. Right. Mhm. Yes. Mm, yes. It's sad, man. That they're the apparently now there's an IN team that is just none of us can see anymore because how individual. I mean, it's also been encouraged to be individualized in team sports lately, which is absolutely horrendous. I know in basketball it's some of the worst. Like in football, it's at least a little bit better because you absolutely need everybody. In basketball, though, it's becoming almost detrimental to the game how individual it's becoming. It's crazy because some it's sad. I mean, some kids don't realize like, hey, like that's why I want to give credit to who is it? Tristan Newton, or is it the other freshman for, or is it the other guy for Stephen Castle, right? For UConn. Like I want to give that kid credit. He could have gone anywhere in the country, and he decided, no, I'm going to be a role player at UConn. And what does he do? He's a fucking winner. Yeah, and he was a role player. Considered that's what a lot of people are saying. He's a role player. He could have been a star of stars playing with his buddies at Kentucky, at Arkansas, LSU, all that. But he's like, no, I'm going to go to UConn, be a winner, and forges his own path, and now he's going to be a lottery pick because of it. Like it's truly insane that it's just the mentals. Some kids have it, some kids don't, and I think we just talked. What you've said, I think it's a huge part of it. The AAU ball is a huge part of it. Basketball as a whole is just a mess right now, and it leads into. That's why the NBA is becoming such a water. I don't want to say watered down product, but it's becoming a mess. Is because we're getting these half finished projects in there. Like I would say in every draft. Yes. Yes. Yes, it's insane. Like Zach Edey's really well developed, and he obviously has room to grow. And he's gonna. People are like, should we even draft this guy? But they're gonna draft Jonathan Clingan, who don't get me wrong, I think defensively is good, but he is super thin. He played only 20 minutes a game because of injuries and everything. And everyone's just certified lock, like, oh, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be great. Like, is he? I think he's going to be really good. I truly do think so. But it's just crazy. Like we can just keep running in circles around this. So I won't keep going too much longer. But it's just insane. The development and everything needs to be stepped up. I think better. And once college basketball figures that out, the NBA product will be even better. And then we get these international players who come over and just beat the shit out of them because they're actually training against grown ass men. And then they become grown ass men. Like, I won't lie, by the way. I thought this was completely asinine. But you got people like who's the owner of the Mavs? Mark Cuban. Thank you. Mark Cuban saying like, "Oh, I think Luka's the best player." Already, he's like already forgot like what basketball is. He's like, "I think Luka's better than Dirk." Coming out here casually saying and actually believing it. It's like, oh, okay. But it just shows you. I mean, like people are already. I mean, obviously this goes with the generations. People just forget. It's with how much the games have changed and everything too. It's wild. Yeah, Mark Cuban saying that, I was just like, oh my god. Like I don't even know if that had to do with anything that we were talking about. I just saw that and I had to bring that up because I'm like, are you serious? Dirk beat a super team by himself, pretty much. Him and what's that boy Perry? Yep, that boy Perry. What's the point guard's name for them? No, no, no. The old with Dirk. Jason. It's not Jason Terry, right? Is that it? Oh my! What a pull! I can't believe I remember that. That boy terrible. I love that boy. I love that boy. It's been a minute, man. The NBA is like my third favorite sport at this point. Yeah, yeah, Dirk, and then Tyson Chandler. Yeah, you know who they beat, right? Yeah, you know who they beat, right? Bro, I love Tyson Chandler. Yeah, that's why it takes me a minute to remember it. Still got some scars from back then. What could have been a three-peat. Insane. Unreal. Unreal. I think that's the one I forget. I always forget the Western Conference who they played or whatever round. I always forget that third team. Mhm. Crazy. I mean, uh, isn't he 51? Yeah, if he doesn't have any wins in the tourney by the fourth year of that contract, oh boy. Oh yeah, I forgot it's Kentucky. Yeah, you're right. I forgot they don't care about making the tournament. I don't blame. I wouldn't want to do that shit either. Like, oh, is that right? All right, I'm gonna just stick my ass in Baylor then. Right? Why? Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, Kentucky fans are legit. I would say part of the reason why the Dan Hurleys, the Scott Drews don't even want to consider going there. Like, oh, y'all just gonna be asses, huh? I mean, that didn't even spell John Calipari's name right. Keep hearing that shit. Yeah, there's some. I don't remember if it was recently or old, but there was some article they were writing about Calipari where they were ripping him apart and they didn't even spell his name right. And I don't know if that was intentionally or not intentionally. I've heard both at this point, so I don't know which. That's just man, Kentucky's wild. It's just I will admit though, it is shout out to John Calipari though. It is wild to think that next year, for the first time in my life, in a while, I'm just gonna be like, oh, where the hell's Cal? Eggs, do we? Yeah, I think it's a good hire from Arkansas. But you did you hear him? We don't even got a team over here. Really? Hella pressure. Yeah. No, I mean, to be fair, I'm not even kidding you. I there's times I forget that Calipari coached at Kentucky just because I would just forget about it. They haven't. I'm not gonna say they haven't been relevant, but they haven't done anything like massive news in a while. It's been almost 10 years. But then I say the national thing they do the most is, hey, Cal got upset again by insert random team that's a low seed. Hey, Cal got upset by yeah. I don't understand it. Yeah, yeah, that's probably very accurate. UConn, UConn's a blue blood now, right? Are they on blue blood status? Yeah, no, I don't know. Have they? Oh, you said that you think they have or haven't? Okay, I don't even know. I won't lie. I don't know what. I don't know like the exact blue bloods. I got ideas, but it's like I just they say, "Oh, this school's blue blood." I'm like, "Oh, really? Nice." I say I knew there was like it was based on like the first few schools that started. That's what always confuses me. And every year now, it's like, "Oh, this blue blood." It's like, wait, were they blue blood? Yeah, Indiana. Yeah. I yeah, because I don't know if you like, can you earn blue blood status, or is it one of those things where it's like once you get it, like it's only like is there only where they is that like a limited card set where there's only 5 of 5, or is it something that you can earn? Like that's what's confusing to me. I never understand that. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I thought so, but shit, everything's changing now. And apparently, you can change everything nowadays. So that's what makes me wonder, like, what is a blue blood? Dude, it's just funny that people. All I'm like this way, way, way side note. Right? I just remember the side jokes. Everyone would be like, "I identify as an attack helicopter." Always those jokes being funny, and now little did we know. Oh, he actually thinks he's an attack helicopter, huh? Shout out. Shout out. Shout out Ovi as well, real quick. That if we're talking hockey, Ovi I think set some massive record for 30 goals. It's something 30 seasons. I can't remember. I saw it. Maybe I don't know. It's Alexander Ovechkin. He's the old guy, older guy on the Capitals. I can't remember. It's something. Um, I don't know if it's him because Ovechkin hasn't played Mike since he played third last night, and they only have 2 goals. So I'm assuming that's not him. But he set the record for most 30 goal seasons, and he's probably going to go down as one of the greatest goal scorers ever. So that's why I just want to shout him out. The boys, yeah, man, tough. That's been tough lately from since Pat McAfee shows obviously from or passed from Pittsburgh. So I hear a lot of Pittsburgh Penguin talk to them. Boy, that's tough. That's a lady from what I've heard. That is tough. I don't think they've been doing too well. I won't lie to you. I don't have a hockey allegiance. I was a Vegas fan when they first came up. Then I'm like, who am I kidding? I'm not. I don't watch hockey. So now I'm a free agent right now. Yeah, I love their colors. Oh, probably. I'm just saying lately. I'm not saying like anything against the past. I'm just saying like last few years. They don't get it. That's what something that a lot of people do not get is like you like for example, this I know we aren't talking NFL, but the Bills. Bills kind of had their window. I think that shit's over now, and I don't think they realize that. And they're gonna be like, we still got a chance with Josh Allen. It's like that window's closed. You had they had one chance, and 13 seconds happened. They had one chance. It's crazy. It's crazy how sports works, though. You're exactly right. I mean, like we see, especially in like the NHL and the basketballs, like shit like that, like where it's series two. It's a lot harder to make runs when you're an underdog when you got a 7 game series to go up against. Yeah. Right. I was about to say, thankfully, you got blessed. My dad said the same shit with the Colts. I feel you. The same shit when the Colts won. He's like, look at that. This is the first in my lifetime. You'll probably never see it again. And God damn it, he's been right so far. Oh man, and then of course, the one they lost. Man, to this day, I still don't look at that onside kick. I will never. I will that one play I'll never watch. I will never watch that onside kick again. I'll look at I'll look at that and be like, hey, yeah, I won't watch that onside fucking kick. I tell you what, I ain't watching that play. So you hear Jarrett, our boy Jaron, if you're watching this, quit fucking sending me it. I'm not watching it. So quit asking. Shout out Saban. Genius, dude. Absolute genius. Shout out that boy Sean Payton. Damn. Oh, he's not. He's just talking about the regular season because they're talking about they live in the Daily Show, so they're all daily. It's not anything like longevity wise. He's just like it's one of their overreaction bullshit. You know how it is with the media. They're like, "Oh, we fucking stink. We aren't good this year." I will admit, they always say this year. They play it by yearly, not whatever you call it, generationally at least for hockey. I don't know. I'm not going to defend them too much. Obviously, I'm not going to get on my hands and knees and be but I will admit they're at least a little bit more reasonable than I do see some fans on X. Because yeah, I'm 100% with you though. Your overall point's right. There are way too many fans that are just all of a sudden like, come on, you didn't win this year, y'all trash. Like, bro, the Heat made the finals 2 out of 4 years with a horrible roster. That ain't trash. That's something to be happy about. But not or people, man, Purdue put up the worst embarrassing performance I ever seen. They should be embarrassed. I'm like, dude, I can't even engage with people anymore about that shit. Purdue should be embarrassed with what they did. It's like, are you fucking serious? Like you that's what made me like, all right, you just don't know college basketball. That's fine. Yeah, I saw so many man. They're lucky they're like, man, the free throw merchant carried them all season, and then they get embarrassed in the final game. Who would have thought? Like, all right. All right. You're right. Yep, you're right. Yeah. Braden Smith, and they had one assist all night. One guy who had an assist all night. Yeah, no. I forgot Purdue's ass. No, it's not because UConn locked them up and UConn did that to every team. No, it's because Purdue's an embarrassment to the sport and should have never been there. I forgot. You're right. Dude, people are so stupid. I'm glad you brought that up because I totally remember. Some people are just so dumb. You, you got to hold on to that shit. Sports is the one thing where you can just, I would say, hold on to that thing for way too long. It's like, hey, we won in '84, baby. It's like, all right, old man. But hey, you can't take it away from him. Yeah. Or Lakers, right? That's like, hey, what about the Cowboys? No, no, wait. Oh man, shout out. Masters round 2 though. And I can tell you someone I do got that's not gonna win, but oh, sorry, I didn't wanna keep interrupting. I thought you had more of an intro. I was gonna let you go. I just wanted to throw that in there. Go for it. Go for it. I just wanted to throw that joke in there. No, just Wyndham Clark. Depressing back nine. That's all I gotta say. Depressing back nine. Yeah, he's I think +1. He was -3 at the day. Had bogey, double bogey, bogey. Shout out DeChambeau though. DeChambeau. -7 is impressive. The winner last year had -3. So 3 under. That's what shocked me was seeing the -7 and -6, -6. But yeah, Scotty feels inevitable, doesn't he? I wouldn't be shocked. Yes, sir. Ooh, go back to back. Go back to back like Drake. Is this the year of the back to back? Chiefs, UConn, Rom, and what this year? Yep, Rom. The Nuggets, who are looking to go back to back. Like I said, this might be the year of the back to back. Rom might not be a bad play. Ron sitting at +1 2. Had kind of a nifty back nine. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely the only reason I asked you about the Scotty Scheffler thing, just because that's what, like I said, we heard a lot of it. But I don't think Rom's a bad play either. Someone I like that I got going that I'm not gonna. I don't got any like real reason. Like I don't have anything to be like, oh, his putter speed when he gets to the green to the right side when it's a curved alley, he just hits it. So I don't got anything like that technically, but right. Like there's some shit you can get, but other times it's all about feel, man. I'm gonna go. The reason I picked Clark is because he's been hot lately. Fourth ranked in the world, been playing really well. Another guy who's been playing somewhat well, Will Zalatoris. That's somebody I got. I got him yesterday. His odds are basically the same as what he started with yesterday. He's at like -2 right now, so he's I would say he's in the better spot than Rom as of right now, just by position wise. But I would say they're I don't skill wise, Rom could be slightly better. I don't know. I just like where Will Zalatoris has been in. Will Zalatoris has been playing well this year as well. So at +30 or what? I think 35 to 1 odds. Like I'll be like, all right, give me a little bit of that magic. Yep. +450. Oh, yeah. I mean, anything can happen. Ah, and that's one of the things. Would you rather lose betting like +450, and then what if he doesn't win anyway? Would you rather be on the losing? If he doesn't win, it'd be better be on the long shot than the +450. Be like, man, I got a hammer. I think Scotty Scheffler. I for sure think he's going to finish top 5, top 10. But I am curious to see if he finishes. He got the beard back. Him getting the beard back is what has me like, he might get this. Because he shaved that beard and he started playing a little sketchy. Now he got the beard back. Yeah, I don't know the way Shambo played the first round. The fact that there's -6s and sevens out there, I'm like, oh man, so this tournament. I was thinking this tournament's probably gonna be around like the 3, 4. maybe even 5. That we're already getting some 6, 7s. It's like, oh shit, what are these boys gonna do out there? I'm hoping so because yeah, there's a there's a guy who has Wyndham Clark to make the cut at +1 right now, sitting on the edge of life. Woo! Come on, Clark. Bro, it's crazy. Golf's a crazy sport, though. Like, I mean, because we could literally, Scotty Scheffler could hit one ball in the water, and his whole round's pretty much blown up, and he's gonna have to spend the rest of the day catching up. So what's awesome about golf is you could have a guy. I mean, Hideki Matsuyama. What was he like 3 weeks ago? Like 100-1, and then he ended up either winning or coming in second. Storm back completely. It's insane. Golf's a great sport for that. It's really fun because when the guys are hot, they can get really, really hot, and you can see it. And then all it takes is hitting one ball in the water, and it's like, oh shit, I just lost the Masters. Like, and you can play amazing. Like Scotty Scheffler could play 3 amazing days, going to 18 down one stroke, hits the ball in the water. He pretty much just wasted 72 hours. A little bit of rain, a little bit of rain projected. Oh yeah, I say because if there's rain projected up here, I'm sure it's going to rain a little bit in the south. Now, is it going to be yard flooding where the greens all of a sudden are 12 inches deep, like someone we know? Ah, shit. I went the I pointed this way. There ain't nobody that way. Nah, it's should be a fun one. We could totally. You know what's funny? Even Tiger could win it, and it wouldn't be the most outrageous thing in the world. Will he now? Probably not, if we're being honest. But I hope that personally for me, I hope Tiger or Phil Mickelson make the cut. I want to see one of these old guys make it. It'd be pretty cool, even betting wise to put aside. Ooh, 85. We in the summer, huh, boy? That was beautiful weather. That's some beautiful golf weather. I was waiting for his name to pop up. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I was about to say you want to talk about me and Mason Gillis. You and Siwoo Kim. That's a true love story. Tiger's in the middle of the pack, I'm pretty sure, right? Tied for 30th. Yeah. Oh, so he's in front of Tiger. We talked about. Remember, they're finishing round 2 from yesterday. Like Tiger has those 4 holes to finish, and then he's moving back. So there's a chance that Tiger could have done bad on a hole, but they might be starting some guys today. Yeah, because I saw that some guy was already on hole 2. Might have started. Yeah, he might have started today then, because I know they. I think I saw some tee times for about 8:45 to 8:50 for the round 2 today. Yeah, that was insane. I saw Max Homa's name up here. It's like, where the hell did that guy come from? Yeah, he got plus 130, plus 550, plus 650, and then Rory, your boy, plus 1600. Man, I have a question. Do people actually like? I was about to say people hate the shit out of him. I feel like it's just because people blindly bet him, and then he doesn't win, and he hasn't been winning for a while. So then people just assume, oh, it's Rory, he'll start winning again. Like, I don't think that's how that works. Man, you know what we should have done? We should have spent the episode comparing golfers to college basketball teams. That would have been a good one. I was gonna say UConn because he's at least won lately, but he doesn't feel that inevitable. He's won like 2 tournaments this year, I think. That's the only reason I say that, but maybe UConn because UConn's dominant. UConn would probably be closer to Tiger in his prime. So maybe I should go like a team that's maybe Purdue. A team that's really good, has all the talent, but you still always have that one little bit in your head where you're like, are they gonna do it? Maybe that would have been a good one. Yeah, no, he's been playing decently well this year though. Scotty has. Who's Scotty? It's because He's only 27. I thought he was like 30 something. Young ass man. Jeez. Bro, wait. He's only 3 years older than me? What the hell? Dude, for real. I didn't bro, I literally could have gone to high school with college with homie. What the hell? I could have saw him at Rhinos. Like my boy Scotty. What? That's what it was. Yeah, Arnold Palmer the players. Yeah, it's been the years. And I mean, if you look back into if you take away John Rahm's, like people have said Scotty Scheffler was the best golfer in the world the last 2 years. Even with what John Rahm did last year, they said if you look at Scheffler's whole body of work, that he's been the better of the two, which is interesting because it's like, oh, I didn't realize he's been that dominant. But then you look back, it's like, oh, he's actually been pretty good because he's always been right there. Yeah, and a lot of those people who don't know golf, like tied 16th, like that's still pretty good. There's like I'm pretty sure 50 people in every field at the minimum by Sunday. So I just don't know if that's just Masters only or not, though. That's our boy, that boy Scoot Scheffler, baby. Hell yeah. We got baseball. There's only like 5 games today, too. I saw. Oh man, I forgot about that score. I had a Red Sox fan that, oh boy, he was heartbroken. And Trevor Story out for 6 months. Man, Red Sox are down horrendous ever since they traded Mookie Betts. Don't want to get into that too much, but man, Red Sox have been having it rough. I ain't gonna last. They already lost. We got NHL, NBA's playoffs is going to be April 16th to play in. Woo-wee. I'm excited, man. Should be fun. 'Cause a lot of the Yes, that's what I'm for sure excited for. The West is going to be a fun one for people who are actually curious. Watch that this weekend. Watch Denver's division race. I'm pretty sure all three of those teams, them, OKC, and Timberwolves, all have 55 wins coming down to the wire. I didn't check NBA games yesterday, so don't take my word for it. Before the games yesterday, they were all tied going into the last week, I'm pretty sure. Or Denver was up one, the other two had 55. Regardless, it's going to be a tight race for that division. There's a chance that one seed online in the West right now. That's the only thing that's really up for contention in the East. I know that there's some shuffling of seed. Pretty much everybody's in. Real action is the division winner and that one seed going on in Denver's conference, NBA wise. So that's going to be the fun thing to watch this weekend. Bro, the Astros, they got, I don't even want to describe how that game was yesterday. 9-0 in the first. Woo! Do you think they just don't care till like July or some shit? What's going on? What's going on, man? What are they doing? Bro, yes, Sirskis. Playoff, man. That's some real basketball. That's a, like that. I'll admit, I'm with you. That's when I actually love the NBA because it's like, all right, now I know for sure. Like, because I'll admit, some nights you don't know if like I assume that most nights like the pros are going to be into it, but some nights they're just like maybe I'm not feeling it too much. I'm gonna take it back. Playoffs, that ain't happening, boy. These boys are locked in, and I love to see that shit. Very smart. OG coming back. Is OG back? Sunday Red. We read it out today, baby.